Welcome back to the final day of the 2024 Discraft Big Rip Classic presented by Ledgestone. We are out here once again, Run Productions, bringing you coverage of this PDGA A-Tier. Back in the booth, it is Felix, joined by
Conrad,
we've seen some back and forth on the leaderboard throughout this tournament so far. 3-round event, beautiful weather, great setting. Excited to close this one out.
Yeah, last year we kind of saw Matteo take a commanding lead and just kind of walk away with it. This year he has some competition, some people who are contending his championship from last year, and really anything can happen on this lead card. Taking out the players that we're looking at, we're first looking at Silas Schultz, still in the lead position here, 1032 rated round 2. We're going to distinguish this guy by calling him Little Si, Sylus Williams. He had a hot round, 12 under for round 2.
Yeah, Sylus Williams making a big push off of the chase card. Matteo, your defending champion, looking to continue the cash streak that he's got going in his career, trying to get another win out here. And joining us once again from our second round is going to be Alex Brister, shooting 1041 in round 2. And once again, starting things off here on the newly renovated hole 1, par 3, 379 feet. Expect to see 4 backhand turnovers from these players here, kind of guiding this around this center tree here, getting the late push back into this green that's been pushed back about 70-80 feet from its original position, maybe a little further back. Low ceiling to contend with, and a couple of extra guardian trees as the disc comes towards the end of its flight.
Ledgestone at 20 under par, Silas Schultz.
Yeah, round 2 was the only round that we saw someone actually park this pin position, and that was Silas getting onto the green from the tee.
Yeah, we did have a little bit of a weather system moving in. We were supposed to have rain all 3 rounds, and we lucked out on the first 2 days. A little bit of precipitation heading into this final round here, so
Sylus Williams.
a little extra for these guys to deal with. Silas, your reigning MJ15 world champion.
I thought you were saying that he was raining.
He's getting rained on right now.
17 under par, Matteo.
Matteo's still in a position where he can make a push and defend his title here.
Absolutely can. This is his last event of the year too, he said, so I'm sure he's looking to close it out with a W. Throwing that hatchet once again, and this looks fantastic.
Oh wow, yeah.
And rounding out the lead card at 15 under par,
put him
Alex
inside the circle.
Brister.
And if you didn't watch round 2, see our premiere of Alex, just go back and check that out. Very nice, smooth form, very unique putting style. It's very nice to watch.
Yeah, direct putt, lots of spin.
Silas just really looking to get to the green, not give it a bid. He's there, probably would like to be a little bit closer, but he's inside the circle. Little side did put it next to the basket, so he's ideal for his pars.
It's always an interesting distance when you're kind of in between the jump putt or the soft throw and kind of figure out which one you want to go with for Silas there. And he's got this left to clean up his par.
And there it is. I don't like to try to make the distinguish between the two. I just do both of them simultaneously and wrong. So,
Silas Schultz has kind of gone to the soft flick forehand from that distance. but he said he used to comfortably be able to jump putt from very far and put it close. So he's trying to kind of rehone that skill again a bit.
Mm-hmm. The problem I have with the jump putt is it throws off my timing. So like I typically will pull it left or right and hit the first available object, not even a tree, just maybe a person.
Could be a person, yeah.
All right, moving on to hole 2 is a par 3, 331 feet or 101 meters. We have rough on the left and the right that you just want to stay clear of. If you get in there, it's definitely going to cost you a stroke, or you're going to be scrambling like a Waffle House chef. Ideally, you want to come in hitting in between these two trees, or we've seen people be successful doing a hyzer flip or moving it over to the left just past the basket in order to have a good look at an easy putt.
Oh, that's yanked. Ooh. And
that is right into the rough, and
I didn't see it come
out.
To
have stayed in the rough.
Okay.
Oh wow. Well, there's a slight advantage to that. At least he's on the edge and not deep in there. Ooh.
Opposite side there for Silas, and then gets kicked back over to the right-hand side.
Yeah, and I think that's his first time missing this.
It is. He's birdied it the first 2 rounds and made it look very easy both rounds. Sylus Williams pushing that inside left line, and that's about where Silas Schultz discs ended up yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks good. Oh, it's a little early.
Finished a little early.
It's a fortunate rollout. So he should still have a look at it there.
Maddie marking directly beneath the disc there. Getting confirmation from his card mates there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Matty O proven to be a mortal disc golfer and hitting the only tree that really was contending his line.
Still going to have a putt, though. We've seen Maddie hit a similar distance putt during round 1.
Mm-hmm. Silas still trying to save that 2-win. Oh, was so close. So close.
Got it.
All right.
Continuing the smooth putting from round 2. Very well done there for Alex Brister.
Man, I tell you, I'm going to mess up my putting after watching him just.
And Matty O. Looking like a replay from round 1. Almost the exact same spot.
Looks like they're shooting threes from where they're at so far underneath the basket. And Little Cy in with his birdie.
We're going to have a tie at the top here, just 2 holes into this last round. Strap in, it's going to be a fun day. And if you guys haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot of extra content coming your way this offseason with some great A tiers. A lot of fun content headed your way. Speaking of fun, hole 3 is a fun one. 313-foot par 3. Tunnel down the right-hand side is your preferred gap. Mid-range is coming down this tunnel here, finishing slightly just past this last tree here to your left. Green can be a little bit faster, and you can see that tree line kind of comes up quick, so controlling your skip here at the end is the key to your birdie. See how Sylus Williams does now. He is tied at the top right now with Silas Schultz. That one getting away early. Kicks right. Sideline. Friendly kick.
Oh, nice little kiss. Helps keep him in a circle, nice and close.
Maddie has gotten this hole both rounds with that pink pine of his. Same disc.
Swings it over to the right, works it back to the left, and
that's the best of the three that he's thrown on this one, right on the pole. Let's watch that one
again. Shot I've seen on this hole. Yeah. Take a look at this full flight. Using all of the fairway.
He's really pushed that right side all three rounds. That time, though, just got it perfectly dialed in.
This is what Silas has done with a putter. Throw it nice and high, let it work its way into the green area, and he has done it again.
He's also 2 for 2 on this hole. Did want to give a shout out, speaking of this hole, Benjamin Fulford with the ace on this one during round 3. Sylus Williams putting himself on the back edge there. That should be a relatively easy putt for him.
Yep, should be looking at 4 birdies here.
Well, no, Sylus Williams is looking at par. He kicked off to the... yeah. Forgot that was not his to the shrubbery. And speaking of Silas, is that one an uncharacteristic miss left there for Silas Schultz?
Oh, it's not like literally raining on us, but it is still very wet outside. The ground is wet. It just rained just before the round, so that may be affecting...
Oh, wow. What is going on?
I don't know. Could be affecting the grip, could be affecting, your disc, could be just in your head that everything is wet. The chains may be wet. Just there's so much.
Yeah, we had
could be happening here.
Around a 1 o'clock tee time, pretty much every day, 1 or 2, and it rained the entire morning and afternoon leading up, and we got rained on the first couple holes before it finally kind of stopped.
All right, here we are, hole 4. It's a par 3 coming in at 321. You're aiming at these 2 trees out here in the fairway, trying to miss both of them, either left or right, preferably left. Gives you a nice little turnover angle to come into the green. We're not going to take the flight of the drone here. You definitely want to go left of that. If you come in too early, you'll end up on the stuff on the right. And if you go too straight, you'll end up in the rough on the left. We have seen this hole parked. There is a potential to go past the hole. Either way, you want to come in clean and leave with a birdie. See if Mario has made the correction. It looks like he has. He missed the tree that has taken him out of contention the first 2 rounds, and he has gone long outside the circle there. He's headed to the next hole already.
Yeah, throwing that Mario hatchet there a little long of the target, but yeah, made the correction, hit that tree the first 2 days that you see there in the middle of your screen. Ooh, Silas beats it on the outside as well, but gets a little bit of a cut roll back.
Still not a bad reaction, since that does leave him in the fairway with an easy approach. That kick was fortunate. Still leaves him again with an easy approach into the green. Possible look, maybe.
See what Silas has him. I can't tell if this is a mid-range or a fairway in his hand. He's throwing that disc all 3 rounds, and that's the best of the 3 he's thrown.
Yes. He's come up short the first 2 times, but that one right there was dialed in to pin high just outside the bullseye. A little side here with a long bid. Just a little wide right, but he'll be able to make that par come back. And Alex does have a little run at it here.
Oh. Man. So much spin on that putt. It's fun to watch.
Oh,
Maddie-O.
Putt from Maddie.
Dialing it in for the 2. Oh, he knew. Oh, yeah,
he knew. It's just so fun watching Maddie-O's putts fly through the air. Big side with the birdie putt there. Recovering from the little hiccup on the last hole.
Getting a little bit of separation here. A little bit of breathing room. Not a lot, just the one stroke. And all of a sudden, Matty O also very much in the mix, just the one stroke off. So, tight battle we got here.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings us to the first par 4 on the course. Hole number 5, 455 feet. Righty's going to be throwing a fairway driver, maybe even a high-speed driver to get the left-hand movement back that they need to finish somewhere around that blue stone there. The left side of the fairway gives you a little bit more of an open approach for your second shot coming into the screen. A couple of late trees to navigate towards the middle there, so not exactly a straight shot no matter where you land your disc. A little bit of flexing going to be involved and some maneuvering to get down to give yourself the look for the birdie. Okay. Caught up a little bit on that right
the
side.
landing area, not exactly ideal, but he'll still have. I mean, it's Manio. We know he has every shot in the game, so he'll find a way to scramble down there.
Ooh, Silas just missed that tree hit during round 2 and clipped another later one that brought him back over to the left.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a possible opening here for these guys. Sylus Williams looking to kick that door in.
Well, he tried to knock that tree down, but it kicked him right back in the middle of the fairway, so that right there is ideal.
I like that width, that angle.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yep.
He's on the right side of the fairway that you were talking about, but he should be able to find a lane down there as well.
Yeah, it almost feels like you have to saw this shot off a little bit on the hyzer to really end up left side on the landing area, but being middle or right is still accessible. Ooh.
And that landing area is kind of tricky because if you come in like where Silas is, it's really soft sand, but if you land up a little bit higher, you get a more skip.
Mm-hmm.
So, like placing where that,
Get all the way there.
That was saucy. Oh my goodness.
What a shot.
I can't even count the number of trees that he missed. It was just all of them.
He knows he just threw a great shot there.
Oh no.
He doesn't like it, but
Oh, yes. That's the most disc golf reaction. That right side is just packed.
That right side tight. Yep.
So it's just packed with late trees too. Oh. Okay. Silas. There's a disc under there. I think that's Silas's disc.
Yeah,
Schultz.
Silas's disc. Schultz. Lodged under the log.
Tried to run away from him. After all Silas has done for that disc, I can't believe.
Took us about 2 minutes to find it.
Yeah.
So he has a stabby look here. Ooh, good clean bid.
Mm-hmm. He will have that left for his par. Meanwhile, this is Alex trying to get his par, and that's going to leak out early left. Schultz needs this. Silas Williams in position to get the birdie. He's going to need this just to maintain a tie at worst, and he nails it.
I guess that is the one drawback to Alex's putt, is if you don't hit anything, you can end up a ways away, but he makes the comeback to save the bogey there.
Yeah, that's the downfall of any fast spin putt. If it gets away from you, you can have a comeback that's longer than your initial putt.
Mm-hmm. Little side with the birdie there.
Tying things back up once again. Matty-O also looking for a birdie for a potential three-way tie at the top already.
And there it is. 6, the second par 4 on the course, coming in at 405 feet. Off the tee, you want to miss all these trees that could kick you left or right into the hazard. Again, if you go to the left or right on this rough, you're looking at a potential extra stroke off the rip. Ideally, you want to have something that's flying straight all the way down with maybe just a tad bit of finish on the end. That's really if you're trying to push it and get the 2. Otherwise, just stay in the fairway, work your way down, and get the bird. I think that kicked him out just a little bit, so he's not deep in the rough. It kicked him to the left, but I think he stayed just enough to have another shot.
Oh my!
Little side is
Keep going. Oh my gosh, he's right outside the circle.
One day I'm gonna be able to throw a 400-foot just straight shot.
That was so good. Missed the last couple of trees. He's gonna have an eagle look. Silas Schultz looking to do the same. A little early turn though.
Yeah.
And a friendly
He's trying to
reaction.
flip that up, but he did get the friendly reaction. Kick back to the fairway. Another hyzer flip and
off into the left. Depending on where he is, he might not have anything left but a pitch out here. We saw Matty, he's lining up this hyzer over the right side rough. We saw him have to take this route earlier in the tournament.
And I want to just say that's not a route that you like practice.
No,
It's like something that you realize once you're in that position, but not something that you've like gauged for. He tries to pitch out, but doesn't get all the way out. So this is where the rough is
rough,
really rough.
Yeah,
And
2 strokes.
Playing as natural OB.
Here's that kind of range again that we're talking about. Silas going between a jump putt and a soft throw. Looks like he's opting for the jump putt option.
He had me fooled the first time. I thought he let go. Oh yeah, great shot. Guess I need to work on my jump putts.
That'll be a stress-free birdie. Alex chipping up his 4th there. That'll be unfortunately a bogey for him.
Full send jump put it, even though it didn't work on a 1. Because I know I'm not going to hit a tree. Or do I stand still it? But then I might hit a tree.
And there's the explanation.
Logic, that doesn't work.
Not for disc golfers.
No.
Matteo, a long look here for the 3.
And he gave it a bid. Had a little bit of branches to contend with and pulls it out just wide right.
Come on, get that.
Little side.
Got it.
Goes in for the eagle.
What a momentum swing there. Matteo is going to take the par. Sylus Williams with the eagle. Silas Schultz parked for birdie. So we're going to have a shift in the leaderboard. And that was the only eagle on this hole today. And I think only the 2nd overall for the tournament.
Not an easy one to get, but it's there.
Yeah. And that is the first time in 2+ rounds that Silas Schultz is not your leader.
All right, here we go. Hole 7. Coming in at just 0.26 under par. It is a par 4. 682 feet. Main objective off the tee is to get out here into the landing area. Pick your poison if you want to try to get up on the hill, if you can, or if you want to land in front of the berm, to then work your way around to the green area. Take in mind of OB in the water and OB left.
Yeah, a lot of danger on the back half of this hole. The first hole, you can just kind of open up and rip a big drive like Silas is doing here.
See if he's going to land on top of the berm. That looks like it has a flight to do it. And he does.
Okay.
And I want to say that one's a little bit more favorable than the round 1 in the rough that he was when he threw up the other.
It's a similar spot, but it doesn't look like he's quite as deep in. Silas Schultz also getting over on this one.
That route. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think those just might be on top of each other.
They're going to be close. Matty-O going with that Dryv once again. He's throwing it the first 2 rounds. Getting this one a little straighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's going to be at the base of the hill there.
It kind of looked like it's stuck on the slope, so you won't have the flat footing. But I don't think that'll affect Matty at all.
Shot Alex.
Alex
That
pointed
was
out.
the same shot as he had the round 2, just out in there.
Yep, just wanting the good flat footing there. Able to throw just right up the meat of the gap on the second shot. And has executed it beautifully there.
Oh, yes. Great shot.
Yeah, Matty-O about halfway up the hill. Believe that's his Sylus once again, or his harp. I couldn't quite tell.
19-footer probably.
That's his Sylus. Yeah, these guys really are like right next to each other here. A little teamwork.
They had the same branch blocking their disc.
Yeah.
Okay, that worked out.
Yep.
That's a nervy shot having to throw down at the water.
It really is.
I mean, and the OB is literally within the circle, so.
Sit down. That's
Oh.
out of bounds. Huh. So, Williams with a chance to really kind of put the pedal to the metal here a little bit early going. And he does
Really
just
changing
that.
the momentum here.
Yeah. Stone face, too.
Nice birdie by Matty-O.
Matty's done well not having ever played this hole up until round 1. Silas limiting the damage to the par after making the comebacker.
And Alex with the simple tap in birdie.
All right, hole 8, one of the newer additions to this course as well. If you saw last year's coverage, you'll note the change here. This one, a beautiful par 3, 343 feet. Pretty much all the players are going to be taking their disc out over the water, whether it be a backhand or a forehand. You see the OB line there marked out by the stakes. There is a drop zone if you do not come back over. And then just having your disc finish back over to the right-hand side. OB long, OB right as well. There's also some low canopies to deal with about 3/4 of the way as the tree line kind of shrinks your flight zone.
I really like this hole for its playability, both for the pros and the AMs. When you're looking off the tee, there is a gap that you can hit with a straight hyzer to get over to the tee as well.
Yep.
So if you're not confident or if the wind is scaring you, anything that's happening, you still have 2 options there.
Boy, Matty has had this thing dialed in.
Has this dialed in. That's
Jeez. 3 for 3, and his putt has been 15 feet has been his furthest putt.
I thought you were about to say 15 feet was the total.
It might be. Alex gets caught up a little bit early on the branches there. Silas going for the lower line.
Ooh,
Needs to finish.
that's low and pushing. Is it going to come back? It does not.
Ooh, we've got some chinks in the armor here showing for Silas Schultz for the first time all weekend. And he headed to this drop zone here to try to save the par. And this is not an easy putt by any means.
Oh, no. You can hear the wind, too.
Dropping a little
Good
bit.
bid. Nice, safe, easy comeback for the bogey.
Alex was expecting.
I was confused. I thought he was laying up.
Yeah, I think he was expecting a little bit of lift and he didn't quite get it.
Yeah. But he didn't do his normal spinny shoot at it, again, because the OB is right there, OB, and if the wind lifted it, potential to increase the stroke count there.
Yeah, in the meantime, Sylus Williams just continues to birdie everything and has now opened up a 4-stroke lead with just 1 hole left on this front 9. And Matty O now
trying to
is in second place.
Close that lead a little bit.
Yeah. Big shift on the leaderboard happening here.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
All right, here we go with hole 9. Finishing out on a modified hole from last year. It is a par 4 coming in at 756 feet. It did play as the hardest hole on the day. You have OB that you have to beat on the left and the right, moving from this island then to the next. We heard the wind on hole 8, and that wind is still in play, coming off the lake, off the berm, and affecting the players' disc. Let's see how they adjust.
Yeah, these next 2 holes specifically are going to be very much affected by the wind, as they are at the highest point in elevation on the course here. Sylus Williams putting it in bounds. Matty O going with that adder that he's thrown the first 2 days on this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's saying it's OB. He is correct.
And it is.
That was weird.
Yeah, you can hear the wind though. It's like, unlike the other rounds, it is really affecting the drives here.
Come on back. That looks to be center cut.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Beautiful shot. All right, Silas needs to get this in bounds, kind of get things going back in the right direction here for a couple of hiccups on the last couple holes. Nice and wide.
Nice and high, wide, and
Out of
does
bounds.
not come back in bounds.
Wow. Okay. Matty O laying this one up short.
There you go.
So he'll be able to cross from there on his next shot.
Can't tell if he's trying to lay this up. Well, he's so far back.
He is. And there's a lot of wind too.
Yeah.
That will be...
Yeah, it's a good layup.
Yep.
Kind of scary how close he came in there, but stay safe.
Yeah. Alex looking to get across here. Ooh, shot.
Almost dialed up a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Little sigh. Catching a lot of wind there.
A lot of dancing in the air, but the mid-range is home, and he will have the look for the 3. And a chance to really push this lead heading into the back 9.
Yeah, Big Size had a slight mishap on the last 4 holes.
Good shot, man.
Matty O safely on the island. Silas Schultz looking to go jump putt across.
Why would you ever deviate from that? That's perfect.
Alright, big putt here for Sylus Williams. Steps right up and cans it in the center. 26 down overall. 7 down for the round.
7 down through 9.
Very, very impressive. And it's not like he's playing Junior Worlds against some players that you may not have heard of. These are guys that are on the Pro Tour week in and week out that he's battling with.
So taking a look at the leaderboard here, we see little size Sylus Williams with the lead there over Matty. Silas Schultz still trying to 10, Matteo really trying to defend his title here. We have Cameron Klogaser shooting up the board from the chase card. Man, this back nine is going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to come back and check it out. Check us out on all of our socials as well at Ace Run Pro. Got a lot of fun content still scheduled to come out your way. So make sure you don't miss any of that. And of course, a big shout out to our Patreon community, our Ace Runners, for helping to make coverage like this possible. Check us out at patreon.com/AceRunPro. Just 9 holes left, guys. You've already seen some craziness happen. We're sure there's more on the way. So check out the final 9 holes coming your way from the 2024 Big Rip Classic.